Good morning. So the secret to making people sit in the front of the church is to get rid of the back pews. Tonight we're actually auctioning off the back row for the for Christmas Eve Mass at 4 o'clock. So somebody told me that he'd pay $1,000 to take the back row Christmas Eve. So I was like, great, we'll auction it. So such a strange way to heal a man in the gospel here. Normally Jesus just says, yeah, I will to make you clean, to heal you, to restore your sight, to restore your vision, to restore your hearing, to fix your hand, to whatever it is that I need to do. But here he takes the man off by himself, gives him a wet willy, basically. Spitting, he touches his tongue. Like what? Why? What's he? And then he looks up to heaven and groans and says, Ephphatha, be opened. And immediately the man's ears were opened, his speech impediment was removed, and he spoke plainly. To be opened. Christ desires to open a way to heaven for us. He desires to open our hearts so that he may penetrate our hearts, so that he may come to us, so that he may encounter us, so that he may heal us, so that he may restore us. And it's a visceral thing. It's not just a kind of like, okay, done. We actually have to change who we are. We have to change what we do. We have to change our habits. We have to change the way that we live. We have to do work. It's really easy to just say, oh yeah, I'm going to, convert. Yeah, okay, all right, God, I like you. I'm going to do kind of what you want. But to actually do the will of God. We're coming up on Lent. Coming up on this time of prayer and fasting and almsgiving, this time of intense fasting. I hope you've thought about what you're going to do this Lent that's going to make it different from previous Lents. I hope that you've thought of what you're going to sacrifice that maybe you won't come back to after Lent's over. Maybe you'll realize, actually, my life was better without that. That you're going to sacrifice something that's going to change you, that's going to make you holier. That's going to cause you to be able to see more clearly. That's going to cause you to be able to speak more clearly. It's going to cause you to be able to be healed, to be opened to do the will of God. What's the thing that is most impeding you right now from doing the will of God? What is the habit that most impedes you from doing the will of God? What is the addiction? What is the app on your phone? What is the TV show? What is the YouTube channel? What is the whatever? You know what it is. I know what it is for me. You know what it is for you. Can we give that up? Can we give up the thing that most closes our heart to doing the will of God? If we can give that up for Lent, if all of us give up that one thing for Lent, we're going to have a church full of saints. That's what God calls us to. That's what he says, to be open to do the will of God. You think about like heart issues and blockages in the arteries and everything, right? They got to go in there and they got to like rip everything out, pull everything out to open it up completely so that the blood can flow. That's what we need. We need God to be able to go in there to open it up so that that spiritual blood, that grace can flow through us. What is the thing that's blocking the grace? What is the plaque in there that's gunking it all up? For 40 days, can we give that up? So that the Lord may open us. Let us ask that indeed he may give us the grace to do so.